Welcome to another WML Document Platform screencast. In this screencast I'm going to be talking about data groups again, but in this case this is just about simple paragraphs where you might have a template where you're going to have an unknown number of paragraphs coming in. One particular application for this is where you're building up insurance documents with an unknown number of endorsements, and you want to show the endorsements starting on the letter page and then carry on a number of continuation pages. So let's do this on the fly. I've got a template manager here open. We're running, this happens to be on a PDF Plus, as you can see up here. So I'll scroll down and I've got an empty blank template called paragraphs, and so the first thing I'm going to do is on my page 1 I'm going to create a letter, and I've already uploaded an example letterhead onto this PDF Plus, so I can activate that on this template. So there it is, we've got a logo, a fake address, and just down here a little bit of a footer. So my template might have some more text on it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some static data. Let's put that in there. In reality we'd have some address information that would come in as variable data and so on, but what I want to concentrate on is the text of this letter. So if we just put the salutation there, which in reality would also probably be variable, it would be Dear Mr. Smith or whatever, and we've got imagine we've got the customer address printing up here. So there we have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the variable tab and I'm going to create a data group, which is I'm going to call it endorsements. Okay, and I'm going to drag that endorsements data group onto the page. I'm going to bring the width out up here to be 460. Is that about right? Not bad. Maybe a little bit wider. 480. And we can change the height of that, and where are we? Here's the height. We go down to this groups box down here, and the height is this feature here, this box here. 400's okay, 500, 450, we'll make that 450. Okay, so there we've got the endorsements. If I click on the group, it opens me in the groups box here in the element editor, and I'm going to add a key to the group. I'm going to add a particular key. I'm going to enter the key text, and I'm going to call it endorsement %n, just like that. Okay. And that's going to mean that I can send down a number of key values, endorsement 1, endorsement 2, endorsement 3, and those will be filled in as the different paragraphs in this element, in this data group. So we've got the wrap text is switched on, we've got a line spacing there. I'm going to put a spacing between the endorsement paragraphs by putting in 6 into there, and we'll save that off now. So now to test this, I want to create an XML file. So I've got a text editor kicking about here, and I've got one sample here. So I'm going to make a copy of that, paragraphs.xml. And then I'm going to delete out pretty much everything in here, because we don't need any of these samples. The template we're going to use is called paragraphs. You can see that down here. The template name is paragraphs. I'll give it a slightly different batch ref. Data groups for paragraphs. And then we've got endorsement 1, and so on. Okay, now I need some text in there. I'm going to have a look and see if I can find something which has got a reasonable amount of text in it. Here we are. We'll just steal some of the text out of one of these. So there's my first paragraph, and we'll have a second one. And let's have a couple more and see how this comes out. Endorsement 3. Let's just leave it at that. So that's my paragraphs.xml file. So let's upload it and process it. Okay, so there we've got 3 paragraphs. There's the first one, word wrapped, a small gap between the paragraphs. It could maybe be a little bit longer. So there's 3 paragraphs there, and they all fit on that one page. So now I'm going to add in some more paragraphs. Just double the number to make sure it overflows. Copy that, paste it, name the keys, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to upload that data again. Here's our document. There's 6. Now then, what it's done is because it's got a continuation page, and I haven't specified what the continuation page should look like, it's used the same template again, okay, and continued on the paragraph here on this second page. Now, in order to put it onto a different page, so suppose we don't want the logo on the continuation pages, I can specify that in the Template Manager. So I'll go back to the Template Manager. If I look in this drop down, I've got a page 1 cont page 1 continued, and because I added a data group to page 1, that data group appears here as an existing data group. I can drag it on. I can give it a width. We're actually going to make it a little bit wider even, and I'm going to give it a height. Make that. Okay, there it is. Let's save that one off and see what we get now if we upload our paragraphs. Zoom out a little bit. There's our first set of paragraphs on the first page, and then here's the continuation at a wider page width on a blank second page. Although of course I could put a different template background on there with a PDF that did have a logo, but maybe a small logo and so on. So that's our data groups feature to allow you to put a variable number of paragraphs onto a document with continuation pages, and I'll stop at that. You can always find out more about our documents, our document automation software at wmltd.co.uk, but for now, thanks for watching.